Good evening, everyone. I am Jacqueline Mathias, and I am the Executive Director of the Community Foundation of Carroll County, and I am so excited to welcome you all here tonight for our 2025 We Are Carroll Awards. This is the Community Foundation's time that we have the opportunity to honor those who have passion for our community, dedication to service, and most importantly, a vision for the future. The Community Foundation celebrated our 30th year last year, and this event is our 17th, formerly known as the Philanthropist of the Year. And this year, I love the time change. If you all didn't know, it used to be at 7:30 in the morning. Anyone here know me? Jackie doesn't do 7:30 in any morning. So I'm so happy that we have rebranded it into this wonderful event and that we have so many people here with us tonight to celebrate. It has been our focus for years to be able to bring an event to you that really talks about the heart of We Are Carroll. We Are Carroll, the Community Foundation, is where generosity meets impact. Together, we all make Carroll County stronger.
The Living Legacy Award was created and established to honor a program of the Community Foundation that embodies a commitment to the cause, interest, or need of that program that continues to or has successfully fulfilled its mission, making a lasting impact on the community. To present the 2025 Living Legacy Award, please welcome to the stage Mr. Frank Baylor, longtime friend of our winner and board member for Carroll Food Sunday.
Good evening. I had the great good fortune to meet Ed Leister about 15 years ago. He was just recently retired, and after a very full life that you'll be hearing a lot more about in a few minutes. At a time when most of us might take a break, he decided to step up to help a 30-couple-year-old nonprofit food bank. Carroll County Food Sunday, almost completely volunteer run, was being overwhelmed by demand and underwhelmed by resources. Ed took on the board chairmanship and later became the first executive director. Ed identified problems and charted solutions with patience, passion, and constant dedicated work, and I mean constant. He led Food Sunday on a steady path that has enabled it to grow fiscally healthy and to sustain its mission. Ed retired from the Food Sunday board a few years ago, but you can find him still volunteering today. A strong, healthy community stands on a foundation of people. I see many of those building blocks here tonight, and I can tell you, though, Ed Leister is one of its cornerstones.
Good evening. I'm Judy Giesler, and my brother Monty and I are honored to be here tonight to tell you about our dad, who's been selected as the 2025 Living Legacy Award recipient. Our dad's always generous with his time to nonprofit organizations through his leadership and board service. He's always willing to lend support and help with their fundraising. He never met a stranger in his life and could talk to anyone. They'd become friends for life. His 40-year career as a banker in Carroll County is marked with countless awards and recognitions, some of which include being honored as the 1968 Maryland Young Banker of the Year, chairing the Maryland Young Bankers Conference in 1972. He served for 4 years as a national board member for Lutheran Youth Encounter, which is a ministry organization committed to strengthening the church through the faith of its youth through captive free music ministry teams out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He was treasurer for several years of the Carroll County Life Underwriters Association and computerized their membership dues and rosters. In 2012, he was inducted into the Maryland Senior Citizens Hall of Fame, winning the Jerry Award. He served 2 years as president of the Carroll County Chamber of Congress. He was honored as the 2016 Carroll County Good Scout Award for his service to the community. As a founding board member and treasurer of Carroll County Children's Fund, he helped found with a local pediatrician. He supported medically needy children in Carroll County. As a founding board member of Carroll Lutheran Village Retirement Community, he served for 33 years in various roles, including the treasurer, secretary, vice president, and president. And while in his position as senior vice president of commercial lending at the bank, he financed many of the buildings you see at Carroll Lutheran Village today. He was also a founding board member and vice president of the Lutheran Village at Miller's Grant, which is in Ellicott City, Maryland. A founding member and volunteer of the Leicester Store Museum, which was in Pleasant Valley, which preserved the history of Leicester's General Store, which was run by his aunt and uncle for over 70 years. He was the financial person, along with a developer and accountant, that located and negotiated purchase of the land for Carroll Lutheran School, was instrumental in helping establish the first dialysis center in Carroll County, which greatly improved the ability of local residents to get their dialysis services closer to home. He's volunteered for 35 years and is a life member of Pleasant Valley Fire Company and their auxiliary. And during his time with Tawnytown Bank and Trust, he provided financing for their new location and building. He also served Carroll County Food Sunday for 14 years, expanding their board of directors, helping to computerize operations, and expanding fundraising to help stabilize the nonprofit, and created and served in the position of executive director. In addition, he served 10 years as the chair of the Personal Property Tax Assessment Board for Carroll County and as a member of the Senior System of Care Committee for Carroll County. He's an active member of Grace Lutheran Church, serving on the Finance Committee and the Property Committee. These are only some of the many local organizations my dad has helped over the years. He's a gift for seeing a community need and stepping in to get the right group of people together and turn that dream into a reality. We did many service activities as a family, and he's instilled in us a strong sense of service to the community. Some of my earliest memories helping were when we handed out collection canisters for the March of Dimes, delivered groceries to residents of Carroll Lutheran Village on sleds in the snow, and more recently, with our own children, redoing the waiting room at Carroll County Food Sunday to be more welcoming and include a kids' corner for children to use while waiting for their families to get food. I'd now like to turn the mic over to my brother, Monty, who's going to tell you a little more. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Monty. I'm the funny one. Told you. All right. The true measure of a man is not what you see on the outside, but what is within his heart. The true measure of the man is contained within his deep commitment he shows towards God himself, his marriage, his family, and his life. I get to tell you about that stuff, the stuff that the community doesn't see. This is my dad clowning around at my birthday party when I think I was 5 and thought bow ties were cool. His name was Jolly Jaws. And this is him clowning around in Ocean City much later in life. He and my mom love Ocean City. They had a condo at the Princess Royale. Loved walking in the ocean. It didn't matter what time of year it was, Dad was going to get his feet wet. And he loved taking my mom out, still loves taking my mom out on the town. Here they are dressed up for a special event, sometime maybe during the Civil War or something. All right, they love to vacation, and they love to cruise. They love it so much they did it once. They took a cruise to Bermuda, and of course when you cruise you have to have matching outfits, so there you are. Loves his grandchildren, loves to make everything special and everything fun, and here he is displacing most of the water in the pool with his granddaughter. Loves to dress up for Halloween. I think we saw that a couple of pictures ago. There's my dad dressed as my mom. All right, we had a float in the first annual Westminster Electric Light Parade. And one of the things that Dad always did was made sure that we were in church, made sure that we knew the Bible, made sure that we knew about Jesus. And so we got to portray that as a family, 3 generations on a float in the Westminster Electric Light Parade. My dad loves to party. And there he is on his trip to Mexico, or at least the Mexican restaurant with a cutout you put your face in. He loves nature. Here he is camouflaging in a field of black-eyed Susans, wearing his best smile. He was always into scouting, and one of the things he loved about scouting was when they gave you a good hat. Here he is being honored in 2016 at the Carroll County Good Scout Breakfast, where he was awarded the Good Scout Award, and a good scout he is indeed. Everybody needs a good side hustle. And my dad's side hustle was driving limo, and the stories he has, the poles he backed into and the things he almost drove off of. You have to ask him sometime. He loves to make life magical for children and children of all ages. And so he portrayed Santa at the local Carroll County Farm Museum in the log cabin, and played Santa for his grandchildren. I remember that visit. We visited Santa, and we came out of there, and one of our sons looked at us and said, "It looked a lot like Papa Ed, but I'm not sure." He loves family. It is the most important thing. This is our family vacation at the beach in Ocean City, the last time all of us were together. He loves his wife more than anything, and that is the foundation of our family. Here they are celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary together. You can clap for that. And now that he is retired 4 times, he spends a lot of time at home feeding the deer, the squirrels, and the birds at his backyard bird feeders. It's the biggest squirrel I've ever seen. I want to leave you with 2 things. I want to leave you with 2 pieces of scripture that I think are near and dear to my dad's heart. 2 things that he embodies better than a lot of people that I know. To love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. He has always tried hard to make life better for my sister and I and our families, and to make the neighborhood better in which he lives. And lastly, maybe the most important lesson that he has taught me: husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Ladies and gentlemen, my dad.
Who can follow that? I'm probably preaching to the choir, but I want to tell you a little bit about the Community Foundation and what they did for me. When we opened the Leicester Store Museum, the Community Foundation provided our nonprofit status. They handled our disbursements, our deposits, and they did it in a professional manner. And over the years, I've been involved with the foundation since Audrey started it. And I've taken deposits there for Faith House Church, for Music with Monty, and now sometimes I take deposits in for Carol Singers. It's a wonderful organization, and they want to do the same thing. They want to make it better for this community, and they do it every day. They provide expertise in grant writing, professional management of assets, nonprofit status, and they do it all wonderful. So I can't say enough about the foundation. I've always believed in giving back to my community. My banking career allowed that. I had a lot of mentors that helped me, and I wouldn't be on this stage tonight if it wasn't for my wife, Becky. Because she's the one that ran the house and kept it together while I was out doing fundraising and working for all these nonprofits. The award really belongs to all the wonderful people who helped me along the way. I want to leave you with a couple things that are near and dear to my heart. Make time for things that matter in your life. I was busy, but you need to make time for things that matter in your life. Remember, your life matters. It matters to a lot of people. And above all, scatter kindness. Thank you.